Hey friends, I'm Courtney.
And I'm Jill, and welcome to this week's episode of This Just Got Weird.
You know who made
it. Weird. Hello, welcome back.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
We're going to dive into some dreams today.
Yeah.
And Jill has some fucking weird ones.
Yeah. I've always had weird dreams.
As you heard in was it our first episode where we talked about how you birthed a whale?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's what I do.
Did you name him?
I probably did. I don't remember. The name, I don't remember.
Gertha.
That's a horrible name for a whale.
Anything new with you besides our shared combined friendship news?
Friendship. You make it sound like we're having a baby.
This podcast is our baby.
In other words, we're gearing up for the soccer tournaments. I've got a soccer tournament in like 2 weeks.
Oh. Yeah, you do.
We're headed to the St. George of Utah.
Beautiful. Enjoy your time.
I will. It's supposed to be in the 60s.
Oh, that's kind of nice compared to here. I mean, it's still kind of...
It's like -9 right now.
Yeah. I am going to talk to the bank tomorrow.
The bank?
I'm going to talk to the bank about getting a new home.
Woo, yeah.
I'm moving.
We're doing
manifested a move. We've been singing all day.
We have.
Well, at least the last hour.
Yeah.
Some big news for both of us. We got back in the gym.
We did.
And it has hyped us up. We went to the gym before this. I'm amped.
I've always liked going to the gym after work because, as everybody knows, we work a stressful job and it's just so nice to get it out on a weight.
I never even thought about that, like how much going to the gym after work really just like, you don't take any of that home.
No.
Because you go let it out in the gym and you just feel good.
Especially when you're like lifting weights or doing kettlebell swings.
Right.
Because then you're just like, ooh, fuckers.
Yeah.
Fuckers. And
even running for me today, I was just like, I'm going to run off all this anger.
I'm just impressed with you running.
Thank you.
Because I don't think I'm going to ever run again.
It's so funny because I hate running. But this time around, going to the gym, like I just want to run. Like I want to. And I ran farther today than I thought I could. Like,
yeah, you had good form and everything.
Thank you. You saw me?
Yeah. I could see you out of the corner of my eye.
I love that. Thanks.
I mean, I was still watching Solo Leveling.
Of course. I actually got my mile down.
Oh, good.
By about 30 seconds. So
wow.
Yeah.
And
it's only been 2 days.
Yeah, we just started today.
Yeah, I was like, that was my
week.
When I was looking at my watch, I'm like, I have to run this last part because I have to hit this mile before the other time. So that's my goal. And then I have a push-up goal because I literally can't do a single push-up.
I love doing push-ups.
Well, you're going to have to show me.
I just love working out in general.
I do too.
And it
feels
funny
good
because we met with one of the trainers because it came with our membership.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, some women have the stigma that if you put muscle on and they don't want to be muscly. And Courtney and I are just like, no, we want to.
Yeah, we looked at her and we're like, we're not like that. We want to be buff. And this woman, she was so buff. Her freaking traps, her muscles. Oh my gosh.
I could not stop staring at her shoulders.
Yeah, she was so cool.
Thought I was like, she is checking me out. I'm like,
yeah,
I kind of am.
You look good. You look buff. That's our goal.
Yeah, and we're going to hit it.
We are. That's the thing. With the way our manifestations have been going, everything. Oh, Lars called me today and he's like, hey, I'm getting a settlement from insurance for them totaling my truck because I went to the doctor and got checked out.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's why you do that. So they're paying him for the time that he was out of work plus the visit. This is why you go, just in case, like, if he was hurt. Because he argued with me forever about not going. So I'm like, this is why you go. And so he calls and says he's getting $1,000+ for this. And I'm like, see, we've just been manifesting. Sorry, I hit you. We've been manifesting prosperity, positivity, abundance, and it just comes your way in weird ways.
Yeah, it's been wild. I mean, I'm used to having my manifestations like happen.
Me too.
But these are coming fast.
Yeah.
Like hard and fast.
And I think that's what happens when you put all your effort into it.
Oh, yeah.
Because every time I've done that previously in life, it happens right away.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't know why I ever stop.
Well, I manifested that I was going to win the Powerball.
Holy shit. She totally did. She's been saying it for months now.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. Just like a month.
Yeah. Just like, I was
around the time we started the podcast, you started heavily saying, I'm going to win the Powerball. I'm going to win the Powerball.
Yeah. I need to clarify my manifestation.
Yes, you do have to be very clear.
Because I did win. Just not the jackpot.
$8.
I won $8 though.
But that's the thing. It came true.
Yeah. Like I won
at
the Powerball.
the same time that you were saying it only took like a month or so.
Yeah.
And here you are. Well, let's get into the episode. Why we're here. Dreams. We've been talking about this.
If we ever have, like, if a therapist is listening, they're gonna hear my dreams and just be like, "This woman."
Yeah, for sure. I think maybe
needs to be committed.
I think I'm realizing why now you have really fucked up dreams, because I've learned that I'm a red person and that I am a talk to thinker. I talk first and then think later. You think to talk. You are a green person. You probably hold all of it in. We've already talked about this. You hold in your emotions. It comes out in your dreams. Mine comes out of my mouth at inappropriate times. Yours are coming out in your dreams.
It's true.
It is true. It is true.
I do, because like depending on what's going on, I have a lot of murder dreams.
Right. You totally
Not that
do.
I am being murdered. I am do the murdering.
Yes.
I
think that's because you have not committed murder throughout your day.
Yeah, it's a reward. Like, hey, you didn't actually do it. So here, you can do it in your dreams. Because I think I would be a damn good murderer.
I think you would. You'd be a great serial killer. And I would help you.
I mean, I am a female March Pisces, so careful.
I think I'm processing though. That's why. That's why you're dreaming those crazy ass dreams, because you're so good at going throughout your day and holding it all in. So why do we dream? We dream to consolidate and process memories from the day, allowing the brain to store important information while discarding unnecessary details. You're letting it all out in your dreams, I think.
I wonder if that's why I can read in my dreams.
Yeah, because that's fucking weird. That's how I lucid dream.
Like I can,
because I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming,
and I can see numbers.
Can you tell time? Or does the time get all weird?
I don't think I've ever had to. There was never a time to look at.
Oh, I always have like clocks and stuff.
Do you get smells?
No. I don't know. Maybe. That's the thing. I don't remember my dreams. I can have the most fucked up dreams, and within 30 seconds of me waking up, if I don't actively think about it, it's gone.
That's Ethan. He never remembers. Like when he remembers his dreams, it's really rare.
Yeah, and I want to remember them because they're funny. But I think too, you must have a lot of REM because you dream a lot.
So when I first moved to Idaho Falls, I had a lot of issues sleeping. So I did a sleep study. And the guy, I just remember they had to put like little probes on your head and they had to put them on your chest and you had to you were taped down all over. And I'm like, how do people sleep in this? I lasted, because you were supposed to, I think I went in at like 7 and then they would wake you up like at 6, I want to say.
7 p.m. to 6 a.m.? Oh, wow.
So yeah, you slept there.
How do you go to sleep at 7 though?
Well, you didn't, because you had to get all like checked in
okay.
all like that. So I think I finally fell asleep like around 9 or something. I don't know. Because I think I had the twins by then. I can't remember.
That's so freaky to me.
Yeah, it was really weird because they like taped them all over your head and stuff like that. And then like, I think it was like maybe 1 or 2, the guy came in and he like woke me up and I was like, oh, am I done? And he's like, yeah, you're done. He's like, you are a ninja in bed. He's like, I counted like
a ninja in bed.
Because he's like, I moved
Kakashi?
so, I know, right? He said
take him
I
to
moved
bed.
so much. Like he's like at one point, because I had most of the probes on. And then he said at one point, he's like, you came in, wrapped it around your head and pulled.
What the fuck?
And I was just like,
weird.
He's like, so I don't need to take anything off. You're good to go. So then I came home and Ethan's like, what are you doing home? And I'm like, apparently I'm a horrible sleeper. I don't know.
They didn't even want to deal with you.
Yeah.
How weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Especially if you're still asleep, like just let you sleep.
Yeah, he said like he showed me
Sent
footage
you home because you weren't even connected anymore. His job
even
was done.
Ethan said he's like, you kick me so hard in bed, and
maybe your bruises that you get
are
when you wake up
me.
are from your own. Yeah,
They
you're like
probably
kicking
are.
Ethan's shins.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just such a deep sleeper, so you dream really hard.
I don't know.
The only time I dream is when, like, if I wake up close to morning. So say I need to get up at 6 and I wake up at like 4:35 and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I dream so vividly. I must hit such a deep sleep when it's right around the time to wake up. I'm like, inconvenient, really. But
do you dream during your naps?
Yeah. I hit a hard deep sleep when I'm only sleeping for a short time. I'm like, if I could just sleep deeply throughout the whole night, that'd be nice. But because you know how your watches and Fitbits can track it, I do not get deep sleep very often.
I should wear my watch during.
I think you should, and then just like charge it late, like at a different time, so you can wear it overnight because Apple does have one. So
It'll probably be like, you are messed up. There's something mentally wrong with you.
You had a lot of dreams this week.
had.
I only had one, but it was the very first time ever that, like, I tracked my dreams all week. I
Yeah.
only got one, but it was the first time ever that I've dreamt of an anime character. Like,
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
real
yeah.
one. I was so excited because Jill always tells me, she's like, oh, I had this dream and Gato was in it and this person was in it. I'm like, fuck, I want Gojo in my dream. I want Hawks in
she's
my
like,
dream flying me away.
What are you doing before you go to sleep?
Yeah,
I'm like,
not
I
fair.
literally am doing nothing.
I think I was watching Bakugo reels before I went to sleep. So convenient for me. I had a dream that I sideswept a Chevy truck in my 4Runner. I did a hit and run because I was in a huge hurry on my way to this gymnastics competition that I was a part of. It was on a cruise ship because all of a sudden the whole world is covered by water and there's a small patch of land where I got in this collision. Went to the gymnastics competition for the introduction, went back to the Chevy truck, apologized to the family, told them I'd pay them off with the winnings from the gymnastics, took the wife out to get her nails done on my water ship. I couldn't think of the word boat.
yeah, you kept calling it.
Well, and I think I was thinking water ship because the whole world was covered in water. So I'm like, this is my ship.
maybe.
It wasn't really a... And then the competition was on a cruise ship. We lived on a cruise ship towards the back. And so after I took her out to get her nails done, she's like, hey, don't forget to pay for my pick-me-up, her drink. I was like, no, I got you, girl. And I'll fix the truck. Don't you worry. So then I go, and there's this big family living room area. And then there's all these rooms of, like, Dallin was there. Benny was there. We were waiting for Lars to get back from something. This is on the back of the cruise ship. And then there's 4 rooms in a row, and it's all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that's the best part. Like, how random. I have not watched those forever. And their doors, like, you could tell which one was in each room because there was a child drawing of each turtle on their door. So those were the specific doors. So I go around them because I'm like, this isn't the room I'm looking for. And then Benny's all of a sudden with me, and we show up to Bakugo's room. And I'm like, hell yeah. I go into Bakugo's room with Benny. He's sharing a room with Kirishima. He's like animated, but not really. It's almost like he's like an AI animated. Like, he's definitely him, but still Bakugo, not a person. And so Benny goes off and is playing Switch with Kirishima in the corner of their hotel apartment room. And I just lay down with Bakugo and just unload and tell him about my whole day, how I sideswiped that truck. And he's just like, it's okay. You'll be okay. You're gonna win. You're gonna pay for it. You got this. And I'm like, thanks, Bakugo. I love you so much. And then that was it. I woke up, so.
Okay, so I did look up water because I also had a water dream.
Crazy that you had a water dream. Like the world was covered in water.
Yeah. So my water dream was Isley had a cheer competition.
Also so weird since I was doing a gymnastics. Yeah. Maybe I told you my dream and then morphed yours. Yeah.
So, and it was the same thing. There were no roads. There was waterways. So we had to get boats, but the only boats we could get were the kids were in a canoe and I was in one of those inflatable rafts. So
no water ships for you?
No water ships. We couldn't afford
You're missing out.
I couldn't afford it. It's very expensive to be in cheer.
Horridly expensive.
And then so we were tied together. And so like we're paddling and all this kind of stuff. And Aiden looks behind him and he's like, Mom, we're being followed. And I look behind me, and I'm like, what? By who? What? I don't see anybody. We're the only ones out here. And alligators and sharks were following us. And I was like, no, it's cool. They're fine. I was like, they're just making sure we get there. And like the kids were freaking out. I'm like, guys,
I said they're fine.
I'm in an inflatable raft. They could have taken me out like a long time ago.
They're friendlies.
I was like, we're good. Just keep going. So then we get to an actual mountain, and it's straight up. We don't get out of the rafts or the canoe. We take the canoe and the raft straight up the mountain.
Is there water on the mountain?
No. It's dirt.
Weird. When you first told me, I thought there was water on the mountain, like a
it
ride.
Was dirt. So we're like going up the mountain, and then the alligator and the sharks are following us. Like they too are in the dirt going up this mountain.
They are versatile.
So then we go to the top, and then there's water at the very edge. Like you would think it would spill down like a waterfall. No, it's just hanging out there.
Wow.
So then we continue on our journey, and then we get there, and then Isley's competition is in a pool.
Perfect. Cheer in water.
I mean, makes sense. And so then she's getting ready to go, and she's like, Mom, I forgot my pom-poms. And I'm like, how do you get what?
You're in cheer. You need your fucking pom-poms.
And so I was like, I don't have time to go get your pom-poms.
No.
I was like, we're going to have to figure something out. And an alligator comes up next to me and has pom-poms in his mouth.
Aw, see, Mama knew they were friendly.
So I was like, oh, look, here's your pom-poms.
You told them.
Yeah.
They just wanted to make sure you got there safe.
Well, and then Aiden and I are watching in our boats. Because
water ships.
There's water. And then the little baby alligator gets in my lap.
Aww.
And curls up and goes to sleep.
Cute.
And then I woke up.
We just went to the reptile zoo in Boise, and the tiny little baby alligators are the cutest.
Oh my God, they're so damn
things
cute.
Ever. So we did look up, because we both had a earth covered in water dream.
Yeah. So then we looked it up.
So what'd you find?
So it says dreaming about boats and water generally symbolizes a journey or transition in life.
Wow.
With the water representing your emotions and the boats signifying the ability to navigate through them. But then it like broke down like if it was calm water, smooth sailing.
Oh.
But they did have one for being on a large boat. That means you're feeling secure and supported in your journey.
Oh, Bakugo was supporting me in my journey, my cruise ship. I did. That would explain why I was when I was with the other woman. I was in a tiny water ship.
Yeah,
like one of those spaceships in Star Wars.
So, and then if you were in a rowing boat like we were, it's taking active control of your life and navigating challenges.
You are doing that.
Yeah,
you are very good at that.
So I'm like,
nice. Okay. I love that. Like, this is why I love dreams. I love the meaning of dreams, and it all makes sense. So I looked up water covering like the earth, because like in my dream, and I think yours too, like the water was covered in earth. So dreaming of water covering the earth often symbolizes feeling overwhelmed by emotions, experiencing a significant life change, or being confronted with a large, potentially uncontrollable situation in your waking life. I also dream of, because I've been on a couple cruises, all the time I dream of being on a cruise and either being like separated from my family or separated from Benny, and also like huge tsunamis, like a huge water wave coming at me, which I did not look up. I should.
Yeah.
Look that up.
Well, while you're looking that up, do you want to hear another weird dream?
I do, please.
Because I'm not kidding, guys. I told Courtney, I was like, people are going to think I'm making these up, but I literally will come to work about every other day and tell her my weird dream.
Yeah, she literally does. And I've been so disappointed because I started a dream journal and I have nothing.
I know.
So tsunamis symbolize pretty much the same thing as water in your dreams. So
yeah,
good. Okay, makes sense. All right.
So in this dream, I was taking everyone to Disney World, and we were at Hollywood Studios, and I was with you. Obviously.
Of course.
But you had black short hair and you were pierced all over.
Oh, I was embracing my Choso era.
You were an emo girly.
That is funny because I did tell you recently, I'm like, I either need to get a wig or dye my hair all black.
That's true. You did.
Because I want to be a goth girl.
Yeah. So then we were going on rides and we met up. If you guys, she's on Instagram. She's the magical millennial Megan. She's very sweet. You should follow her on Instagram.
She was in your dream?
She was in my dream. We met her and her husband, both a delight. They showed us around and they showed us all the good places to eat and shop. And then I kept telling everybody, I was like, we need alcohol. I need a beer. I need a drink.
Valid.
And you kept telling me you couldn't drink, but wouldn't say why.
I swear to fuck. I swear to Sukuna and his 2 peepees. If I was pregnant in your dream, I'm pissed.
No, you wouldn't say why. I kept asking. I'm like, why? We always get marks together. And you're like, I'm not getting one. And I was like, fine.
Oh my gosh.
So then we were walking along a railroad, which was weird. And like, so...
Maybe that signified our breaking apart.
I don't know. So we were walking along the railroad and I see a Marg stand.
Delicious.
And then I turn and it's Tammy. You've gone somewhere.
Oh, I have been replaced.
Tammy also loves the Margs.
Oh, good.
And we love to drink them together. So
and Tammy's not pregnant, so.
No. So we're standing there and this girl takes a picture of us because I just assume it's to ID us to see how old I don't know.
Oh, it's
like,
techie.
I don't remember.
It's new future.
So then she was like, I look over, I was like, oh, there's a boot shoe store. We should totally go. And the girl goes, if you go in there and tell them I took your picture, you get 65% off.
Oh, damn.
And I
I'd
was
take
like,
that deal.
all right. And she's like, yeah, just come back here and I'll get a picture of you in your boots and I'll post it. I was like,
shit,
perfect. Yeah, we'll do it. So then I look up and tell Tammy my order, which was a regular spicy margarita. I think so. It was spicy watermelon margarita. There was a mango margarita and a raspberry one. And then, so Tammy's like, all right, I'll do that. Go ahead and look for boots because she knows how much I love the shoes.
Yeah.
So then I go in and I'm looking around. The girl helps me and she's like, oh, we don't have this size, because I kept picking boots, but they never had my size. And then I look up and there's some Sorels. And I was like, oh.
Hell yeah.
I'm a Sorels girly, so I'll take a pair of those. And she's like, well, what size are you? So I tell her I'm an 8. She's like, oh, we don't have an 8. She's like, but I can order them online and they come in different colors. Let me show you. And I said, okay. So as we're walking down, like she starts pushing me backwards. You know how like you get, like you're walking in front of somebody and you're like, they're obviously just start walking backwards. Like, what are you doing? But she's like in my face pushing me. And then all of a sudden, like this black portal opens up behind me. Like I can see it.
Oh.
And then I go through it.
Oh.
And I yell, fuck. And then Ethan wakes me up.
Like scary fuck or just kind of like.
No, like, oh, fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fucking damn Ethan. I want to know where you went.
I know. And then I kind of was like, what just happened? And Ethan's like, it's time. It's like almost 7. Are you going to get up? And I was like, yeah.
I remember you telling me bits and pieces about this dream. The black portal part, but I didn't realize it was the Disney one. It started with the Disney one.
Yeah.
So we looked up black portals, right? Or just portals in general. I didn't look up black portals. I just looked up portals in dream, and it said a shift in consciousness, a desire for personal change, or a journey into the unknown, which I feel like is very valid.
Yeah. So I did look up like the black portals. It said often symbolizes a significant transition or shift in your life, representing a gateway to the unknown, a new phase of consciousness, or a potential exploration of deeper aspects of deeper aspects of your psyche. Often associated with feelings of mystery.
Mysterious.
I know.
I love that.
I'm a mysterious
That's
girly
so cool.
now.
You're so mysterious. You're actually a serial killer.
So even when like I think, oh, that's something like that means nothing.
Right.
I'll look it up anyways.
They
and
always
it's always like, and then I'm like, oh, yeah.
And usually they line up. I feel like they usually line up with something. Like when I had that horrible dream of my brother, I think I talked about it on one of the previous episodes, that horrible dream of my brother where he was in trouble and then he was dying. And then I looked up that meaning because I was just like, what is this? it meant that I could, like, he might need financial help, or that he was like, I'm worried about him for some reason. And so I think it's always something. And I think that was around the time, like, he was going through struggles with his old relationship or something. But it lined up pretty perfectly with what was going on in our waking life.
Yeah. I've never really had a dream, like, mess with me mentally, except the one I had of Ethan divorcing me.
Oh, and that was recent. That was so sad.
Oh my God. That stuck with me all day.
Yeah, you were devastated all day
long. Because I even told him, I was like, you wanted a divorce.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? He's like, and then I'm like, do you? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay. But then I came home and it was like a bad day at work. I can't remember what happened. But I just like unloaded and I just burst into tears. And he's like, what's wrong? I was like, that dream really fucked with me. I don't want to lose you.
Aww.
And he's like, babe.
All it takes is like a dream of your spouse cheating or divorcing you to really be like, okay, I appreciate the shit out of it.
I know. I was like, oh my God, don't leave me.
That is such a common dream for people. And like, infidelity dreams where you like catch your partner cheating or they leave you, and that signifies feelings of insecurity, lack of trust in your current relationship, or fear of abandonment. That third one, because I trust my husband wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah,
completely. I'm like, he ain't out there doing fucking nothing except he ain't out there doing nothing except opening Pokemon cards. Gosh. All that man is doing is opening Pokemon cards. But fear of abandonment makes sense because, you know, everyone's been abandoned.
I mean, we all get that. Bit. And I think it was because at the time, him and I were really busy in our jobs. And then the kids had soccer, so we were with one of them.
That was right around the time that you guys both got promoted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So wasn't a lot of time to spend together.
Yeah, so we had hardly seen each other and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
But
you're good.
We're good. We're solid.
You're here. It did say, like, it was like a little blip. It was like that a lot of people believe it's a prediction of actual infidelity. And I'm like, no.
I'm like, no.
Which goes along with, we'll go into a lot of dream meanings because there's a lot of people, like, it's common to dream the same, like, thing. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying. The same thing.
We're going to go into a lot of different dream meanings, but one that like really caught my, like, I was like, oh, what? Was if you have sexual dreams or like wet dreams.
You can say it. We're all adults. A wet dream.
We put an explicit on our pod. If you have like dreams of having sex with someone that maybe you're not actually like attracted to or anything, that doesn't necessarily mean like you want sex from them. It could mean like you need praise or you want respect from them. So like I'm serious. If you're dreaming that you're like dicking down your boss, you might not have a boss kink. You could just want praise from your boss. You could be working towards a promotion.
What if they are faceless beings?
Are you dicking faceless?
I'm just saying, some people don't see faces. So I just like, what
well,
does
then
that
those
mean?
are probably just straight up wet dreams.
Okay.
Those are just sexual desire for something unknown. But yeah, so that was my little tidbit of when you're having sexy dreams.
Huh. I can see that.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I don't know why I don't remember the
mind. I want somebody to say thank you. I'm gonna fuck you.
I'm gonna maybe so you can feel like you're in charge of them. I don't know. I don't know.
How does that work?
It's just if you have a dream that you're doing it with somebody and you wake up and you're like, ew, what the fuck? It doesn't necessarily reflect sexual desire towards them.
Well, that's good is all
is all I'm saying. Like, it can represent like a range of emotions, desires, anxieties related to intimacy, connection, personal power, even unresolved issues. So I just want you guys to know that if you're dreaming about sex and some people you don't actually want to sex with, it doesn't mean that you want to sex with them. So I just wanted to share that. What are some other ones? Common ones.
Flying is. Do you fly in your dreams?
No, I don't really have flying. I have that one where you're like almost asleep and then you're like you jolt awake because you fall.
Oh, mine.
Do you ever do that?
I don't think I fall. I always trip. I'm not
that's
falling.
the same thing. Same,
I always trip.
Yeah, it could be anything. Like just where you jolt like awake because you're almost asleep and then it jolts you awake.
Yeah, one time I had a dream I was fighting and somebody hit me in the head and I woke up.
Oh, there you go. Did it jolt you awake?
Yeah, and then I had a migraine.
Oh.
So then I was like,
probably was the migraine.
Migraine was telling me I needed to get up and take some medicine.
So what does flying in your dream mean?
Flying generally means a symbol of freedom, liberation, and a desire to break free from limitations and constraints in your waking life.
Wow.
Break free.
Break free, brothers, with your oats.
Fly.
Fly like a bird, I will fly away. Falling in your dreams can symbolize feelings of loss of control, anxiety, fear, insecurity, or a sense of helplessness in your waking life.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
Have you ever lost your teeth?
No, that's freaky. And if I have, I don't remember it. Because that's the thing. I don't remember my dreams.
So when I was in college in Spokane, I used to have dreams of my teeth falling out all the time.
Ew.
And it's associated with like money or something like that, I thought.
Mine says a symbol of feeling insecure, anxious, or experiencing significant life changes.
Yeah.
So that could be related to financials.
Yeah, because I was a poor college student. So
yeah, anxiety probably, like stress.
So.
What about, this is a common one for people. I've never actually experienced this in a dream, but have you ever been like naked in public?
No.
See, I have never either, but when you like, either if you talk to people, like we got this a lot from the listeners.
My husband, he said he's had dreams like that.
Does he?
And I'm like,
I've never. So that signifies a deep-seated fear of exposure, vulnerability, or feeling judged by others in your waking life. So that's probably why we don't have those dreams, because I don't give a fuck what people think.
I was just going to say, well, I know why I don't have them.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
I think I wonder why I don't have it more often. Sometimes I care, okay?
You do?
Sometimes.
Well, let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Fuck what people think.
Well, I am getting better at it.
I know you are. You're a brave person.
I'm a 44-year-old woman. It's taken me a minute, okay?
You're a brave woman.
I'm a brave lady.
You're so smart.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Some other ones we got, fire.
See, I never had fire either.
I'm sure I have. I just don't remember my dreams. I want to so badly. Fire's cool though, because fire can signify intense passion, a need for change, transformation, but sometimes it can signify danger, like you feel like you're in danger.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
So, but the other ones, it's almost like a phoenix, like you're rebirthed, you're wanting change and you're passionate about it. So, yeah, I think fire is a cool one, especially if Dobby's in it. And Devi Daddy.
And Shoto 25.
Oh.
Do you ever dream about, well, if you remember, do you remember about dying in your dreams?
No, I don't remember dying, but I have killed someone in my dream, like very, very, very.
Oh, yeah, I have too.
Like it was so real. And actually, I have a story from one of our listeners, one of my friends. So you tell me about dying first, and then I'll go into killing.
So it says dying symbolizes a significant life change or transition, representing the end of one phase of your life and the beginning of another, like a career shift, relationship change, or a personal growth.
Growth. Like a hemorrhoid. Do you grow those? A bunion.
You don't really, like...
A tumor.
You grow like vegetables. Why would you grow a tumor?
Well, it starts to grow.
Well, it's growing on its
cyst.
own. You're not growing it.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me fertilize my cyst today.
So one of my very, very, very... One of the other dreams that I do remember so vividly is that I always have these where I like wake up and go about my day. So I really think I'm awake. And so I woke up at Lara's house, drove home, went about my day. It started to get to be nighttime. Benny went to bed. And then these two boys were like ravaging our neighborhood and setting all the houses on fire. and coming in, like killing people, setting houses on fire. So they got to my house and I was like, oh my God, I have to protect Benny. I have to save him. So the 2 men came in through my garage. I grabbed them. Like, I don't know how I took them on 2 against 1, but I grabbed one, slit his throat. I swear to God, I felt everything. And then slit the others and then shoved them into the bags in the back of my Audi that I had at the time. And I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I'm a fucking psychopath. Like, I was so upset about it. I'm like, this is not normal. But I did look it up. And so one of our listeners, my friend Megan, who does my eyelashes beautifully, and I have been trying to be nicer to them.
She has.
Yeah, I'm trying. She said that she had a dream about killing someone when she was in a relationship that she was in I think she said she didn't want to be in it anymore, but she dreamt that it was a very toxic relationship is what I'm getting at. And she dreamed that she killed someone, and she said the same thing. She's like, I felt like a freaking psychopath. But it is because you have repressed anger, frustration, or, and this makes sense for both of our situations, because at the time I had just been with Lars. Like, I was newly with Lars, and one of my really, like, toxic exes kept hitting me up to try to get me to leave Lars to be with him. So the other meaning is to eliminate a negative aspect in your life or a toxic person, or like you're getting rid of that and entering your new chapter. So she was leaving that ex. She ran away from him from the other state, and I was getting rid of my.
I love that for both of you.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
But just know I have murdering dreams all the time.
I know. I don't know if yours signify the same. I think you have a lot of repressed anger. Like, mine was the last one. Yours is that you hold all that anger in throughout the day. Like, I see a vein in your forehead right now. You're holding something in.
I know. Ethan sees that vein too, and he's like, what's going on?
Is it this one? I'm going to poke it.
At first, I was like, it's because I have high blood pressure, but I'm on meds for that, so I don't know what that's for.
You're holding stuff in.
No, I always have a dream that, like, I'm a spy or an assassin, and I'm going in to, like, take people out, or people are after me.
Have you ever thought about writing books? Maybe you have a lot of imagination you need to work through.
I do, but Ethan had to help me with my English papers in college.
Well, then he can help you write a book.
He pretty much rewrote my whole papers. He would, like, read them, and he's like, you literally repeated yourself 5 times. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
No.
I sounded fancy.
What about being chased?
Yeah, I have dreams.
Because you have a lot of those, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing the chasing, or somebody is chasing me.
So what does it mean?
I don't know.
I can tell you.
Okay.
It often signifies underlying anxieties, fears, stressful situations in your waking life that might be unavoidable or you're unable to confront.
It's probably because I'm a soccer mom.
Yeah, probably.
Do you ever have dreams of talking animals?
No.
Oh, see. Oh, gosh, you guys are all going to think I'm crazy.
No, go ahead.
What does it mean? I had a dream once that, because I am deathly afraid of spiders. You know this.
I think you've told me this dream.
Yes. So I don't even know where I was in the dream, but I just remember these spiders, and they were like big spiders coming, and I was like freaking out. And then all of a sudden, one of the spiders is like, don't be afraid of us. And I was just like stared at him like, I'm sorry, what?
What'd you say?
And they're like,
what you say?
They're like, no, we're very nice. We don't want to hurt you. Like, I literally had a conversation with the spiders.
Aww.
And then I just remember petting them, and then I woke up. And ever since, I'm like, I now look at spiders differently.
Yeah, you did tell me this, because we've had a couple spiders in our basement at work, and you're not as scared of them.
No.
Not as bad as you were.
No, and then I'm always like, let's not kill it. Let's just try to scoot it along.
Oh, yeah.
But I did look up, because I've had other dreams of talking animals.
Yeah.
And it just symbolizes communication and may represent your intuition or suppressed desires.
Ooh.
I don't know why a talking animal would be a suppressed. That's sounds wrong. Yeah. I don't.
I can't even mull that over in my brain why that would mean that. Because the other ones make sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't. Have you ever had a dream of a loved one that had died and dreamt of them the very next day?
Oh, like they
died and then they were in your dreams the next day?
Oh, I used to dream about Bentley's grandma after she passed, and it would always be at like weird times, like
Yeah. So when
I felt like she was visiting.
Yeah. So when my grandpa died, it was in October and all this kind of stuff, and we were getting ready to go on vacation. My mom had called me to let me know, and I knew it was coming because he was really sick, and she told me, and I was like, okay, what do I need to do? And she's like, we've taken care of everything. Just go on your vacation, because we were getting ready to take the kids to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And the very next night, I had a dream of him holding my min pin, Murphy Lee, like he used to, because he loved Murphy Lee. He would tuck him in his coat.
Yeah.
And he was holding him, and he said, don't worry, I'll take care of Murphy. And then he laughed at me, and he's like, but you have to take care of your mom. And I was like,
oh, shit.
Well, that's mean. And I
What a
woke up
trade.
to him like laughing, and I was like,
oh my gosh. And then he had passed.
And then he had passed.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do think that. I think people visited us in our dreams, like our past.
Yeah, I
people.
think, yeah.
Which is, I don't know. I got to figure out how that works in my brain with my views on religion and stuff. But
I could have like 5 episodes on my dreams.
Oh, I know. I know you could.
Because I've had dreams of dreaming of, and I don't know why, but it's the same guy.
Yeah, you have had the same guy over
and I swear
over
he was
again.
in like I swear he was in the dream with the water.
And you don't know him.
No, I don't know him.
Which is crazy. He's visiting you.
Maybe
he's your past life or your future life. You're going to be a gentleman in your next life.
Or maybe he's a demon. I don't know.
Maybe. Is he scary?
No.
Do you have scary dreams?
No.
Like nightmares? Mm-mm. I used to have nightmares really, really bad when I was a kid, and then trauma. And after, like in my early 20s, and they got so bad. Like they were so severe. I would wake up screaming. My poor ex-boyfriend. One night I woke up, like I shot up, and I just fucking screamed because the dream was so scary.
Oh.
And I would just wake up screaming, and like Benny's seen it. My poor fucking dog, Charlie, this is why she's an angel. She's seen it. But they got so severe that my mind was just like, dude, girl, you can't do this anymore. So now when my dream gets scary, my brain is just like, sis, you are dreaming. Change this shit now. So any bad dream I have, I can change it.
No, I actually had a dream because it was right after you had taken Benadryl and we learned about the Hat Man.
The Hat Man. Thanks, Lars.
And then I had a huge rash outbreak. I don't even know what happened and why. So I told Ethan, I was like, I got to take some Benadryl.
Yeah.
I said, make sure I get up for work because Benadryl hits me hard.
Oh, yeah. It didn't hit me at all.
And I remember dreaming being pissed off because the Hat Man didn't come and visit me.
Oh, yeah, and you were pissed at Lars.
Yeah. And I was like, Lars, you son of a bitch. You lied.
There's no Hat Man. I know, Benadryl didn't hit me until like 2 days later, and then I finally felt tired.
I'm so sensitive to that shit. Like,
I know you are. And they don't make your dreams weird at all. I feel like if I take melatonin, it doesn't hit me, but it makes my dreams weird.
No, it didn't. But I had to fight to stay awake until Ethan came home because the kids were babies.
Damn.
And I was just like, I took too much Benadryl. I need to sleep.
The Hat Man is coming. Do you have fever dreams? Do they get weirder when you're not a valid...
I'm not.
No. And I don't think I've ever had fever dreams, but I've heard people's fever dreams get really weird. I feel like my whole life's a fever dream.
I feel like my fever dreams are probably really boring.
And then I had weird pregnancy dreams. Like I dreamed that the baby in my stomach, Benny, I birthed him and he came out as my parents' chihuahua, but he was like hairless. And I could take him out of my vagina while he's growing, and I could look at him as he grew, and I'd put him back to cook more, and then I'd pull him out, and then he came out as Elliot, the Chihuahua. So that was great. But
I did have a dream once when I was pregnant that I was the world because I was so big.
Well, if
I just remember, I was just like, I am Mother Earth.
I mean,
I was huge.
I don't mean this this is a platonic way. You are my world. You are my world.
I am. You are mine as well.
So I've got a random fact for you.
I'm really okay. So pre-warning, I'm the one that gave her this idea to look up these facts.
The
subject.
Because sometimes I like to do random ass ones, so I'll just look up like the week I did shit.
No, we didn't have a fact on shit.
No facts on doo-doo. I don't know. I'll just like think of something in my mind and I'm like, okay, I'll look up a random fact on this. And it's totally random, has nothing to do with the episode. And so I was like, what should I do a random fact on today? And Jill said, jizz. And I was like, is that appropriate for the pod?
Semen.
But it is. It's appropriate. So our random fact is on semen.
I'm sorry.
So I just want everyone to know, especially you, Hillian, in a typical ejaculation with an average volume of 3.4 milliliters, it contains less than 1 calorie.
Oh,
Just like a Diet Coke.
Oh my God.
So, there's a lot of internet sources that say semen contains between 5 to 25 calories per teaspoon, but there's not a lot of actual research to back that up. So
I wouldn't imagine there to be.
Which is also funny that this happened to be our random fact this week because the trainer that we met with was telling us how much protein to eat.
Oh my God.
And
oh my God, no.
So we're like, oh yeah, protein. We're going to eat some jizz.
Because
we're disgusting.
Children.
Because we're fucking disgusting. We're like teenage boys. So, but one of the headlines on one of the websites I was researching on literally said, turns out semen doesn't have as much protein as everyone initially thought.
Oh, good to know.
So we don't have to eat jizz. We can go back to eating actual protein.
Chicken.
I hate chicken. I'm going back to the jizz.
Oh my God.
That's your random fact for the week. That got weird pretty quickly.
Well, the whole damn episode was weird.
With your fucking dreams, it is.
I know.
We realized we don't shout out our socials on our podcast, and we need to because we want you guys to follow us on Instagram and TikTok and Threads. All of the handles for those are at This Just Got Weird Pod. No caps. No cap.
No crumbs.
No crumbs, no cap. We ate, we cooked, we came, we jizzed, we ate it.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
So go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Threads at This Just Got Weird Pod. And thank you so very much, so very much for listening.
Yes. Thank you for continually supporting us in all ways.
Even though we're disgusting. We love you guys so much. See you next week. Bye.